Okay, so I just want to give you, we are in week 3, so I'm going to put this up here and just go through a couple of things to help you get through to kind of make sure everyone's on the same page for week 3 here. To make this, let me make this a little bit bigger so everybody could see. All right, so for our notes and directions for this week, we've got a couple different activities that I'm going to take you through that we're working on. Most especially, please pay attention to the reading schedule. We've got chapters 7, 8, 12, and 15 in Everyone's an Author. And then we're looking at two included articles that are in the back towards the end of your book. And those are the two that we're going to put up for our own discussion. So make sure you have your books with you on our Thursday session or have them in front of you. We're looking at Emoji Are Ruining the Grasp of English and Why Colleges Shower Their Students with A's. So Brent Staples is actually one of my favorite authors. He's originally from the Chester area, and he's got some really, really good pieces that we're going to be reading. So kind of along those lines, let me take you through what we're doing for this week. You have a annotation of an outside reading. I thought this article from Forbes, From Snaps to Riches, would pair well with our emoji piece for this week. So definitely, and plus Snapchat is so visual anyway, that in our components we're going to be talking about. So you click on this and we're going to annotate the article for this week all together. And that's just the one annotation you have. We'll also be going through our first blog post sharing and commenting. So I talked a little bit about setting up your blog last week. So here you want to link when you put in your blog and then put it right here in the discussion thread. And then of course check back and you want to be commenting on each other's blogs. And you can comment directly on someone's blog or you can comment in the discussion thread here, whichever you like. And I'll talk more about that in our session this week. You also have your week 3 discussion board, and focuses on actually listening to an episode of the podcast from Streets Department. And after you listen to an episode, or you can listen to 2 for extra credit, record yourself responding here. You can do video recordings or it could be audio recordings, whichever you like. But pick one of them, and then that's where we'll focus on our discussion for a really cool piece on street art that we're going to kind of focus on. And I think I like certainly looking at, as I talked a little bit more about last week in these visual formats, really listening to the stories that get behind these images too. And then the final thing, we have our Padlet for week 3, and our Padlet goes in here, and thank you for those who are already in here. I have a question of the week. What do you consider street art? What do you consider graffiti? How can you approach breaking down visual text without words? You can leave your comments here, and we can certainly apply those to our discussion. The writing things for this week, this is just the assignments and notes in the video that I made. This is where you'll submit your rough draft, and then we'll complete peer review. So you still have through the 4th to do that, and then we'll do our peer review of your next paper. So the visual analysis is paper 2, and then a small survey to complete by the end of the week. And that takes you through week 3. So just let me know if you have any questions. I'm really looking forward to keep moving on and keep writing in our discussion. Visual analysis is really fun, so I'm excited to see what you came up with and think about for your own topics, and then maybe others that just kind of come up for conversation in that effect too.